Hello everybody, Relle here, and this week we're going ultra retro with TikTok Games action platformer Adventures of Pip. This game was provided by the developers and the Gaming Outsider podcast for the purposes of this review. Does Pip become a hero? Does he get lost in a sea of pixels? And should you buy it? Adventures of Pip has you controlling the 1-bit hero Pip in a kingdom where your pixel fidelity determines your status in life. You have the 8-bitters as common plebs all the way up to the 32-bit royalty. It's a perfectly wonderful, highly restricted class-based system, one that the resident villain is intent on dismantling. And Pip sets out to stop her, because apparently he has Stockholm Syndrome. The game itself is a fairly standard platformer with a unique gimmick. Pip soon gains the ability to evolve from his 1-bit rectangle to 8-bit and 32-bit forms. These evolutions come with their own abilities and limitations which heavily play into the level design. 1-bit Pip can fit in small spaces and float, while 8-bit Pip can wall jump and swim. Big boy 32-bit Pip is too heavy for such things, but makes up with it by wielding a block-breaking blade and is able to push heavy objects. That said, the goal is not simply to reach 32-bit status and stay there. You can and often must actively devolve Pip to his earlier forms with a press of a button in order to overcome some obstacles. Evolving back up is as simple as killing the special bitstream enemies that are strategically placed throughout a given level. Because each of Pip's forms has different ways it interacts with certain mechanics within a stage, knowing which form is best in a given situation is the key to success. That said, while the game does a good job in utilizing its core mechanic, the actual level designs could have used some polish. Some levels are long and contain sections that are downright frustrating, while others are short and fairly simple. Similarly, while you can collect money and spend it on various things in the town, nothing you buy beyond more heart containers is worth the money. The game wasn't designed with the bought items in mind, so they feel like minor extras rather than anything impactful. Overall, Adventures of Pip is a game that stands out thanks to its unique core mechanic, but outside of that, it's nothing special. Not that it's a bad game, it just doesn't have anything notable besides Pip's ability to change pixel forms to suit the environment. Adventures of Pip is newly available on the Nintendo Switch for $10 American with about 5 to 6 hours of gameplay. It's worthwhile if you want a decent indie title with a unique core mechanic, but it's not going to stand up to similar titles of the time like Shovel Knight and so on. Be sure to listen to the Gaming Outsider Podcast episode 311 to hear me talk more about the game. Thanks so much for watching. Click that like button if you enjoyed this video, then subscribe and click that notification bell to see more in the future. Leave me your comments on the game below, and I will see you next time.